Moses. You may not have heard his name, but you know his works. While he never occupied an elected office, he held over 24 appointed positions in the city and state governments of New York. He was head of innumerable departments and commissions, and during the height of his 40-year reign, controlled nearly every penny spent on developing the transportation infrastructure and park system of New York. He built bridges, tunnels, parkways, highways, byways, and basically any transportation project that revolved around the almighty automobile. To achieve his ends, he displaced thousands of poor and working-class residents, slashed straight through multi-generational farms, and actively enriched the already wealthy of New York, along with those most loyal to him. And he would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for one man, our champion, Robert Caro. In 1974, Caro published The Power Broker, a 1,336-page epic detailing how Moses built, maintained, and lost his influence over the greatest city on earth, New York. Tonight, we examine the current state of New York. This is The Power Joker.
Other people are reaching out and be like,
Please welcome to the stage the Triborough Authority players.
Easy. No. Sorry about this. Yes. Hello. I am Robert Moses. I am the Power Broker. Save your applause. There'll be time to applaud me later. So, yes, the Triborough Authority players did have a sketch prepared for you tonight, but much like the new tapas restaurant in town, we're going to do things a little differently. They had written some bleeding heart sketch about marine life and how we have to protect the orca whales, and I just went back there and I told them to scrap it. So instead, tonight we're doing a sketch that I wrote that I just gave them, okay? Now look, I had to find a couple extra actors, but they're okay. I mean, they look the part, and I was told that's important. So, tonight I am a humble writer, so please welcome a sketch written by me, Robert Moses.
Today, I, Mayor Zoran Mamdani, will do the single most important act of my mayoral term. I know I'm usually doing pointless videos with Mr. Met or whatever just to get attention, but today, I'm going to announce the one person more powerful than me. A person who will control every aspect of a New Yorker's life. It's time to announce who will be the next Commissioner of Parks. Please welcome Trisha Shimamura.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Oh, okay, thank you.
Trisha, I surrender all my authority to you. You can forget all my dumb ideas about buses and free buses and children and childcare. Look, even I, a pinko commie scum, know how important your work is.
Well, I'm just like all the park commissioners before me, a kind, humble person who just wants to make beautiful parks.
No, Trisha. Your job is so much more than that. Just like the man who once held this office, Robert Moses.
Robert Moses, the handsomest man who ever worked for the city? Rippling with muscles and soft pouting lips, whose head was a totally normal size and perfectly proportionate to his body?
Exactly, a normal head. Trisha, your first act as commissioner will be build a parkway from the top of the Empire State Building all the way to Westchester, so businessmen do not need to be bothered by anyone on their way to work.
I have the authority to do that?
Of course you do. It's a parkway, and you're the commissioner of parks.
Trisha! It's me, William Atomic Bill Lawrence! One of the New York Times journalists who always wrote truthful, positive stories about Robert Moses.
Of course, everyone knows and loves Atomic Bill Lawrence.
What will you call this wonderful new project?
I will name it after the greatest man to ever live, Robert Moses, who Frank Sinatra once called the real old blue eyes. The one guy whose blue eyes are even bluer than mine.
Good stuff.
Wait right there. Oh, no. A whale? Oh, it's Governor Kathy Hochul.
Adrienne, what the hell?
I didn't know I needed my Hochul costume. This is what I had.
Just keep going.
Yup, it's me, Governor Kathy Hochul. I have to approve of every project this city undertakes because I am a big dumb baby. Wah, wah, wah.
New headline, pompous governor who's too big for her britches tries to ruin everything.
And she has me, Nelson Rockefeller, to support her. I would have gotten here on time, but I soiled my trousers a bunch on the way. Bobby, I feel like you put me in the sketch just to embarrass me.
Nelson, if you want to be in this sketch, you gotta read the lines, all right? I got a whole line of newly graduated UCB improvisers out there who would love to be Nelson Rockefeller, and they need the stage time if they're gonna audition for Maud.
But I'm actually Nelson Rockefeller. All right, fine. Nelson, you're an actor. Just act. I soiled my trousers so much on the way here, I had to stop at Mr. Trousers, the warehouse for men who dirtied their trousers and love talking about it.
Trisha, we're here to prevent you from helping the fine people of New York get what they really need. More parkways and roads and such.
As governors, we think we wield incredible power and can't be defeated.
That's right, Nelson. As governors, we think we're gods and nothing can stop us.
Look, I'm a weak and feeble man. And I, too, messed my trousers.
Good stuff. Good writing.
If there's one thing I know as a good and honest journalist, it's that the Commissioner of Parks can do anything they want. Use the power of your office, Trisha.
By the power of the Commissioner of the Parks office, I banish you.
Whoa, I'm being blown back to Buffalo.
I messed my trousers again.
Yay, Trisha, what will you do now that you're the most powerful person in the city?
I will remake this city as it was always intended. I will prevent this sicko freak from making apples free or whatever dumb shit he wants to do.
Thank you, Trisha. I'm sorry I'm mayor.
And most importantly, I will restore the city to its former glory, the glory of Robert Moses' vision.
Now that's a sketch!
Tonight on The Power Joker, from your favorite YouTube channel, Climate Town, it's Rollie Williams and Matt Nelson. Comedian and actor of stage and screen, Chet Siegel. Plus, live music from Mia Byrne. And now, put your hands together for the power broker himself, Robert Moses!
Thank you! Yes, I am the power broker, Robert Moses. Welcome to the Power Joker. Pretty good sketch, right, huh? I'm like a regular Stan Laurel. Lorne can't keep me off SNL forever. I have sent many packets. All right. So tonight's show is about parking. Finally, we're doing a car one. Oh, I'm so excited. I love parking my car. Or rather, my chauffeur loves parking my car. I mean, I assume he does. I've never really spoken to him or her. I don't know. I don't look up there. Now, look, I famously, Robert Moses, never learned how to drive. This is true. But that doesn't mean I can't love a car. All right? I love steak. I don't know how to drive a cow. Now, just a quick question. How many people in the audience here own a car? Can you raise your hand if you own a car? Yeah, that's what I thought. A scattering. So many of you will not be familiar with some of these concepts. Okay, so parking is when a wealthy person puts their car on the side of the road and then just walks away. And just leaves it there. But you guys really know nothing about cars. Okay, a car is a big metal box that goes vroom vroom. What is a point of reference for this crowd? Oh, you know who's a car? The cars in Cars. You know, you got Lightning McQueen, Guido, Finn McMissile, Snot Rod, Strip the King Weathers, Chick Hicks, Bob Cutlass, Boost, Corey Turbowitz, a Jewish car, Holly Shiftwell, Jay Limo. These are all real names of cars and cars. I didn't make any of those up. Okay. But listen, parking a car can be so much fun. Sometimes I would have my chauffeur just leave my car idling and toss the keys to a street ruffian and say, hey, kid, go park it, have fun, go nuts. Oh, they would love it. They would sit there, they would pretend they were wealthy for a little while. But you know, I always counted the mints in the glove box because if they took a mint, they were not missed. There was no one to miss them. And look, I was being nice, okay? Parking in New York can be so much fun. You can park in a park, that's fun. You can park a little bit on the curb. I would always have my chauffeur park on top of sewer grates, right? That way, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles could never come to the surface and fight Shredder, their arch nemesis. And look, I don't care what anybody says. Shredder was a good guy, all right? This show will not tolerate Shredder slander, okay? And look, there's a lot of misinformation about Shredder out there. He gave a lot of money to public parks. And look, a lot of people are on the Epstein flight logs. That doesn't mean you did anything. Don't Google Shredder. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this a little later tonight, but there has been a push for permit parking here in New York, where you would need to buy a permit to park in certain neighborhoods. And look, at first, this sounded like a very me idea. Exclusivity. Charging someone something that used to be free, and empowering people to say things like, I'm sorry, you need a permit to park here. But then I heard that the money would go to public transit improvements. Yucky, yucky. The last time I disliked an idea this much is when my mother told me I had to stop breastfeeding. I was like, come on, Ma, I'm starving. And in 10 minutes, I gotta go to Caveat and do Power Joker. All right. Now, typically, this is where I do some crowd work, but you didn't earn it tonight, so Guy Lombardo, play me to my desk. Thank you. All right, and please, welcome my wonderful intern, Evan.
Hello, Evan B.
Yes, Evan is here. Now, Evan, if you don't remember, if you're new to the show, Evan is severed. So Evan is only aware of what, yeah, we have some regulars who are nodding. Evan is only aware of what is happening in this theater.
That's correct.
So Evan, I got some news for you.
Yeah.
We went back to the moon.
Whoa.
Kinda. We flew past the moon.
Huh. I didn't know we went the first time.
Well, we went the first time.
Incredible.
Yes, and you know, it's like when you get to have a layover in Atlanta.
Sure.
And then you tell people you've been to Atlanta, and it's like, have you really been to Atlanta?
Right.
The toilet broke too.
That's horrible.
Toilet broke on the way to the moon. That's why you gotta
Yeah.
pee before you leave.
Yeah.
A deserved amount of laughter there.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been doing much because I am, of course, trapped at Caveat.
Yeah.
But I did realize they sell beer here.
They do.
So I've started drinking.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
And I'll tell you what, it's really fun.
Yes, and I think, I was driven here.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, come on. Sorry, everyone. This is my chauffeur.
Hi.
This is Carson Drivey.
Yes, my name's Carson Drivey, and I'm a chauffeur for the one and only Robert Moses.
Yes, thank you. So, Carson, is the car parked?
Oh, sir, it is not. It's idling upstairs. I was wondering about how long is this performance, because we gotta go.
What do you mean we gotta go?
We gotta go in that stretch limo you got upstairs.
Well, I believe my car is 2 stretch limos welded together.
That it is, sir. And the bike community is not happy about it.
Carson, how hard could that be to park down here? There's gotta be tons of spaces.
Oh, you'd be surprised, sir. There's no more lots anymore down here. There's no shirtwaist factory anymore either.
The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory is gone?
It's gone, sir. I was as shocked as you were.
Well, where am I gonna get my shirts made?
I don't know.
All right, well, look, there's no coins in here. Look, I have some change backstage. Just go pay for a garage. How much is a garage? What, 50 cents?
$700.
Okay. Well, go figure it out. Carson
All right.
Drivey, everybody. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we keep things rolling tonight and get our first performer out on stage. Please welcome Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders.
Hello? What is this verkauft thing? Could someone help me?
Yes, Evan will help you. Sorry, Mr. Sanders.
Thank you, intern.
It's the wrong size.
Jesus Christ, what kind of dog and pony show is this? We have a senator from Vermont.
For once, you and I agree on the inefficiencies of this establishment.
Here we go. Thank you.
Thank you for your unpaid labor. Round of applause for unpaid labor. Hello, as you all know, my name is Senator Bernie Sanders. I am here today because we are fighting for America's democracy. If all parking is not free, then no parking is free. We have become so corrupt, we are even charging cars to rest. We need to redistribute parking for public housing. Abolish cars, abolish parking, institute public transportation. Redistribute the parking spaces for public housing. Do you support our democracy or not? Now, while I am up here, I would like to apologize for not endorsing Hillary Clinton in 2016.
Bernie, I think you're getting a little woke there.
Well, excuse me, I'm just taking responsibility for my actions. I would be remiss if I did not say that I played a part in the downfall of American society. Some of you are on the fence about that. You think what I said was just a little bit too woke? Why so systemically racist?
What's happening?
You thought Bernie Sanders would come to a basement comedy show? Incorrect. I am the woker. It's hard to tear buttons. It's hard to tear buttons.
You need help, Woker?
Help me out!
Go, Evan, go! Help the woker!
I don't need a man's help! I have an astigmatism and my glasses are in there. That's a later problem. That's right, caveat. The woker is here. And you can't leave until you answer anti-racist questions. Who is the woker, you might ask? The woker is a non-practicing bisexual woman who's a proud dues-paying member of the Democratic Socialists of America. That's right, I'm a bisexual who doesn't fuck women. I went to Sarah Lawrence, where I majored in poetry and modern dance. Tick-tock, caveat. Tick-tock. I need to ask you some questions, caveat. What is the woker's weapon, you might ask? Her library card. Make some noise if you purchased this little gem. You're clapping because you purchased How to Be an Anti-Racist? Is that true? Then does that mean you have read How to Be an Anti-Racist? You did. Well, well, well. Define for me what anti-racism is. That's the log line of the book. Does any other white want to answer what the definition of anti-racism is? Tick-tock, caveat, or I blow this place to shit. Anyone want to fancy a guess? Anyone? I can't see. I took my glasses off, so you're going to have to shout out what you think the definition of anti-racist is. Anyone want to shout it out?
Evan, do you want to take a
You
shot at
scared?
this?
Are you too scared? Why are you so scared? You're at a liberal comedy show. Certainly one of you must know what the definition of anti-racism is. Fine, I'll start with an easier one. What's an activist? What's an activist? Seriously? Anybody want to try to fancy a guess?
Anyone who pushes for political or societal change?
Oh.
Incorrect. An activist is one who has a record of policy change. So you better take that out of your Instagram bio, bitches. Unless you can point to some systemic change. Does anyone want to try to define anti-racism? Anyone?
Working to undo white supremacy?
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
Yes.
I've only been alive for 45 minutes.
Yes, it means actively undoing the systems of oppression. All right. My questions have been answered, but I have one more thing I need you to do. I need someone to redistribute their wealth. Who here has $20 in their wallet? Cash. Make noise. Take it out. Take it out right now. Beautiful. Who here has a bill that is unpaid or maybe in collections? Raise your hands. I'm
You're gonna have to
serious.
make a noise.
I'm
You're gonna
so
have to make a noise.
serious.
That's one right there.
It goes to you.
Wow.
See, it's not that hard. It's not that hard, folks. Chant with me. Tax the rich. Tax the rich. Tax the rich. Except my dad, or I'll have to leave Bushwick. Tax the rich. Tax the rich. Except my dad, or I'll have Bushwick! I suggest all of you who have bought How to Be an Anti-Racist actually read it. Walker out!
The Walker, everyone! Thank you to the Walker. Do you want to help the Walker gather their things? Help the Walker. Great, thank you. Wow. You know, when we booked Senator Bernie Sanders, I was like, that's a pretty big guest. But I guess it was the Walker. Once again, it was the Walker. That's not the first time that's happened to me. Wow. I knew Gersh had read that book.
Gersh, good to see you.
Gersh Cutsman in the front row, of course, has read How to Be an Anti-Racist. Non-practicing bisexual.
Yeah.
What? So that's just you're straight?
No, it means you're bisexual, but you don't.
But you don't?
Yeah, you don't act on it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Nelson.
Nelson, don't. Nelson, can we help you?
Oh, Bobby. Bobby, good to see you. How are you doing?
Nelson, what's the matter? You seem down. Usually you come out here with a whole fiery passion. You make a whole stink.
Oh, do I?
Sorry, this is former New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller, everyone.
I'm former thank you very much, Vice President of the United States under the greatest president we've ever had, Gerald Forde. Let's get a Gerald Forde chant going.
No, don't chant Gerald Forde. Don't. No.
Gerald Forde.
Nelson.
Quieter. Gerald Forde. Just you. Gerald.
Nelson.
Thank you very much. Yeah. She did it.
They don't want to chant Gerald Forde. The accidental president.
They normally do.
Look, Nelson, what's going on? Why are you sad?
Oh, is it that obvious, Bobby? I haven't felt myself recently. I don't really know what's going on.
Was it because he embarrassed you in the sketch you acted?
Oh, the sketch is whatever. It's it hurt, but I'm kind of getting used to it at this point. This is part of my acting journey.
Right, you have become an actor. That is part of the lore of the show. You got to come every month if you want to keep up with the lore. So thank you. I'll come back there. So you're becoming an actor? That's not going well?
No. I mean, it's been pretty hard. We did an all-nude production of A Doll's House last week, and I guess there are no points for bravery anymore.
It's hard to get butts in seats. It's true. I mean, not for me, but you know.
Is that it?
No, I've also been kind of reading up. I started a book called The Jakarta Method recently, and that's been kind of hitting me kind of hard.
What is that book?
Well, it's based on the lack of reaction. Let me explain. It's kind of about CIA operations in developing countries over the course of the Cold War, and I don't want to ruin your image of the country here, Bobby, but we did some pretty bad things.
For the greater good. It's always for the greater good.
I mean, Nelson, wouldn't you have been involved in some of that stuff, Nelson? You would kind of know. You were vice president.
It's a good question, Evan, but they never told me about any of that stuff. They said just sit there and be pretty, Nelson. You're here to stop it. And then when it came to getting out of the Vietnam War, I said, this is enough.
No, you did not.
I said, let's get out of here.
You did not help with the Vietnam War.
I said, let's get out of here.
First of all,
let's get our boys home. I don't
Nelson,
know. Everyone can look up who was vice president of the country when the Vietnam War technically ended.
I would say that was a coincidence.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Was it, Bobby?
Yes.
October 1965.
No.
Indonesia, Bobby.
Nelson.
We gave him a list of names.
Nelson.
It's bad, Bobby.
Nelson, look, why don't you just plug whatever
do you have any shows
theater?
coming
Do you have
up?
any shows coming up?
Yeah, I got 15 minutes coming up at the Giggle Pit on Thursday evening.
They gave you 15 minutes?
Yeah, I'm starting at 1 a.m. I got to bring 8 people, and there's a 6-drink minimum for each person. So, yeah.
All right, so if you want to go to a show, Nelson Rockefeller, everybody. Thank you, Nelson.
The boys I brought home.
Yeah, there's that guy right there. Also,
No one's been paying the toll.
no one's been paying the tolls. You're on tolls. All right. Moving on. So, look, for those of you who may be, again, new to the show, in our December show, we challenged one member of the Triborough Authority players to read the entirety of The Power Broker, the book, within 1 year. Throughout this year's shows, we're going to be checking in with her. So now it is time for Adrienne's Power Joker Progress Report.
Adrienne's been in every Power Joker. She
got a
has
whole
not
song.
read The Power Broker, so they laid respect of your peers. It's Adrienne's Power Broker Progress Report. It's Adrienne's Power Broker Progress Report.
Adrienne, everybody! So Adrienne, at our last show, you were on page 137.
Yes, I was.
Now, given that show was only 3 weeks ago, so we'll give you a
Was
little...
it?
Yep. So what page are you on now?
I am on page 207.
Wow. All right. So you are about a sixth of the way through of that book, and we are about a fourth of the way through the year.
Yeah, but it's really getting good. I mean, it's not that I'm not excited. I just am also like watching The Pit, and I can't. There's a lot of exciting shows right now, so I'm doing my best. But
Yeah, no, we're all watching The Pit. I hope Noah Wiley doesn't kill himself. Now,
I think we're in the clear.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
No spoilers. One left.
Yeah. Anyway, so what have you read? Yeah, tell me what is your impression
Well,
of the
I
book?
have to. It really was actually really exciting. Do you know that I'm from Long Island?
No, I did not. I know nothing about you.
Yeah, of course. It's just been a year plus.
Yeah.
I'm from Long Island, and this I just got to where they are actually talking about Long Island, so it was really exciting because I love hearing about Long Island being from Long Island. Is anyone here from Long Island?
Wow, and of course they're in the
Awesome.
back because they got here late.
Are you guys okay? You're not being really loud.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
They're fine.
Yeah, no, but so that's really exciting because I honestly just get I audibly would just be like, yeah, it would be like Suffolk County, be like, yeah, it was like Huntington. I was like, I'm from Huntington. It's exciting.
I did a lot of good stuff out in Long Island.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff.
It's kind of have you seen The Sopranos?
I have seen The Sopranos.
I'm assuming everyone's seen The Sopranos. If you haven't, watch it, and I won't get you a steak. Watching the show is the steak dinner. But you know how there'll be a scene with James Gandolfini and then a scene with Chrissy, and then suddenly it'll be a scene and it's not any of the characters and it's just a slice of life, but it's so specific that you're that's so real. That's how I just felt reading all the Long Island parts. I'm that's so real. I've met all those people, all those things. Anyway.
Well, what do you think of all my wonderful work out in Long Island? I built 200 parks out there.
I think something's going on with you, man. I don't know. But
excuse me.
Well, we're in the throes of it right now. So it's where I just finished the Heckscher Park, and so yeah, I mean, man, if I was a farmer, yeah, I'd get my shotgun out too, man, and get off my land.
Hey, I paid those farmers some amount of money, I'm pretty sure.
Some amount of money.
I gave those farmers more money, but $20 back then is $4 million today. So I think I took pretty good care of those farmers.
It was a little more than they were. Actually, I wish I had done. It was in the 1,000-something range.
Wow, what a good guy I am.
Yeah, which I don't know inflation like that, but yeah, I mean, I was really enjoying reading all about where I'm from, and yeah, I mean, there were just a couple things where I was okay, so speaking of, okay, so I did. So where I'm at, I finished the first section of The Rise to Power, and now I'm 3 chapters. I mean, one of them is literally 2 pages into what is it? The use of power.
Yeah. It's a bad book.
Yeah. So on page 2 of the use of power, this overhead expenses thing, where so you get $225,000 and you're really into using that, but then you get yourself he purchased for his own use the most prestigious automobile in America, a black Packard limousine, and hired a chauffeur.
Yeah, you met him, Carson Drivey.
I know, no, Carson Drivey. He's so sweet, really good kid. That's not the problem. Well, I mean, that's crazy. But then, and then so in the next page, how quickly the use of power was illustrated here really took me. Purchasing automobiles. Oh yeah. So for your friends, you bought cars for your friends and furniture for their offices that by summer he had spent $63,089 of the $225,000 on such overhead expenses. So I guess I'm just wondering, what are the overhead expenses on this show?
On this show?
Yeah. Aren't we friends?
Oh, you want a car?
I mean, I don't have a car.
Oh, well, yeah, suddenly she wants a car. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, look, getting the surgery on Evan's brain was pretty expensive.
Oh, fair.
This is not free.
Yeah.
This is not free.
Yeah.
And I pay
My Little Robert Moses?
The Little Robert Moses is not free, and I pay
Yeah.
Nelson $50,000 a show. So that's
all
no
coming
Nelson, get
together.
out of here. All right. Ladies
Oh,
and
wait,
gentlemen.
I have one more thing. It's my favorite line of the month.
Please.
Okay. I know I just read some lines, but this is my favorite one of the month. There was a bunch of, okay, because and maybe now it's going to be really anticlimactic, but okay. I'm not even going to give you all the context. You're looking out on the beach. That's the context. Had he been still the poet he had been at Yale, Moses might have looked at this scene and thought of Byron, but now he was thinking of Parks.
Adrienne, everybody!
Adrienne's been in every power joker, but she has not read the power
play it
broker.
twice.
So they lay down the gauntlet, read this book in a
play it
year,
twice.
and you'll win a steak dinner and the respect of your peers. It's Adrienne's power broker
available for
progress
download on
report.
iTunes.
It's Adrienne's power broker progress report.
You were a poet?
I was a poet. I often thought of Byron. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention into the library for the first part of our musical guest this evening. Please welcome the wonderful Mia!
Hey. What's up? Just waiting for the sound to come on. Hello. Hi, it's me. Hello. Oh, good. There's a microphone. Hello. How's it going? Thanks for having me on. This song of my album is called It Don't Fade. I've been thinking about lifelines, thinking about friends of mine. I've been thinking about sunshine beating down, reminiscing on the old days, adjusting to the new way, thinking about heartaches coming around. I've been thinking about the lion, I've been thinking about dying, redemption in all its shapes. I've been thinking about my lover, everything I've discovered. When I look to the sky and I pray, but if you don't want to prove it, you better keep it moving. There's so much to take on every leap of faith. I've been thinking about sunshine coming high on the horizon. Even in bad times, it don't fade. Some will sit in their seclusion, some will say it's an illusion. Just take what you need and survive some more. But if your heart is in the right place, it don't matter in the first place. 'Cause where you come from, that ain't where you are. But if you don't want to go there, and you're stuck inside the stale air, it's alright to be scared as long as you ain't afraid. I've been thinking about sunshine coming high on the horizon. Even in bad times, it don't fade. I heard about a tailor. She sewed 'cause words failed her, and in between the stitches, she found her stars coming through a window. It's a funny thing to find, though. When you look up, you see that far. But if you don't want to go there, and you feel like you're beyond repair, like a rusted gutter in the pouring rain, try to think about the sunshine, even in a bad time. Even if you fall behind, don't fade. I've been thinking about the sunshine, even in this bad time. when I fall behind, I know it don't fade. Don't fade.
Mia Burns, she'll be back in the second half of the show. She also has merch available if you want to go check that out either now or after the show. We are going to take a quick 5-minute intermission. Go get another drink, go get an empanada. We'll be back with our guests from Climate Town in a few minutes. Thank you.
Please welcome back to the stage, the Power Joker.
Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. I hope you all got an empanada. They only have one flavor. But don't worry, it's a good one.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yeah, sorry, this is my chauffeur again. Wait.
Excuse me.
You have a mustache.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm Vansant Drivey, Carson's older brother.
Right, of course.
Ladies.
No, look, we all know Vansant Drivey's a ladies' man.
Yeah, my mustache just grew in.
That's good. So wait, I'm sorry. Are you helping your brother park my car?
Yes, sir, but I really need to use the loo. Really bad.
Okay.
And it's upstairs, it's idling, and there's now a crowd. I've never seen a crowd this organized since the Kings rally. And they're coming after us.
Was that rally pro-Kings?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I just gotta go to the bathroom so bad.
You're right. Sorry. So I don't know who the house manager is. Is there a servant's restroom that we can use? Where does the bathroom attendant go to the bathroom here? Can you get Vansant over there? So you gotta go park my car, please. I don't want to get a ticket.
I'll try, sir. We may or may not have gotten 69 tickets.
Oh,
ladies.
Vansant Drivey, everyone.
All right.
All right. Well, that's a disaster. Without further ado, let's welcome our guests from this evening. You may know them from their YouTube and podcast show, Climate Town. Please welcome Matt Nelson and Rollie Williams.
Hey! What's up?
Thank you for your service. 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 Thank you for your service.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Pay your toll, please. Pay your toll. You two have to pay your toll. What is that?
It's liquid soap.
That counts.
Put it
Great.
in.
Thank you. I'll use that. Nelson, Matt.
All right, here we go.
Nelson,
Matt.
come Matt. Thank you very
thank
much. So, first of all, you guys are regular Jay Leno's shaking everyone's hands out here. Now, you two run basically a media empire about climate change. Is that you have a podcast, YouTube, a newsletter. Clearly, it's a monopoly that needs to be broken up. And you, Rollie, we actually had you and your co-host, Nicole Conlon, on our first show about congestion pricing. So welcome back.
Thank you so much for being back. The only 2-time guest on the Power Joker.
That is true.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, also, congratulations are in order because between now and then, I know that you have gotten engaged.
Oh, that's true.
You recently engaged.
That's true. It was kind of a secret. No, I'm just joking. Thank you so much.
Who did you get engaged to? Mother Earth?
That was pretty sick. Sometimes I see the jokes written down there and I'm like, this is gonna kill. And it
Dude,
does.
that was written, that's sick.
Yeah, thank you. It was. I mean, I had an alt, but I think I went
What's
with...
the alt? Hang on.
Do you want to do the alt?
He's
You wanna
still
do the alt?
writing, he's got a pen.
Okay,
more,
hey,
one
look,
more.
you want to
Get
do
the
the
alt.
alt?
Get the alt.
I heard you recently got engaged.
That's kind of a secret. I'm just joking.
Yeah. To whom? Greta Thunberg?
Yes. Yes. All right, now which one do we like more?
I think Mother Earth landed better. Okay.
Okay.
So, you also have a master's degree, Rollie, in climate science and policy.
This is correct.
What school was that from?
Colombia.
Okay, I guess that's a real school. And so, Matt, you are a writer, director, and researcher, sort of a jack of all trades.
Yep.
So my question is, how did you end up working on something so foolish as a climate podcast?
I have an engineering degree, and I worked as an engineer for a while, and then Rollie and I met doing comedy. We actually met in a UCB class. We both spent about $5,000 on improv classes.
At least.
As we all do.
Low estimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so you two have basically dedicated your lives to the belief that if we do not act immediately on certain environmental issues that the Earth will become unlivable to not only humans but all life on the planet. So my question is, why is that important?
I think we have noticed a obvious and glaring problem, and that not that we're the first ones. We were actually the first and second ones to notice climate change was real. Thank you. That's the third. That's the third. Thank you so much. And I think we just realized like there's not a lot of media about this, and the media that's out there makes you want to unalive yourself. TikTokers out there.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make some comedy and information.
But Al Gore took care of that. Al Gore did it, right?
He did a good job.
Yeah, good.
I got in a fight with someone in Prospect Park today about how I liked Al Gore, and they were like, I don't know. And I was like, first of all,
how many days in a given month do you say you get into an argument about someone about climate change?
It depends on the month, because some months have different numbers of days.
That's true. So we are talking tonight about parking. I know you guys love to talk, so very briefly, how is parking a climate issue?
I mean, so about 15% of carbon emissions in the U.S. are cars, and so there's the emission side. I guess when we look at climate change, a lot of stuff is emissions-based, and so there's sort of this focus on, like, how can we reduce emissions? And that is maybe driving less miles or electrifying cars. But I think there's a grander problem with the use of climate that isn't just carbon emissions. And so I think parking hits both like the emission side, but also just the question of like how are we using our space and are we making the best use of the environment that we have?
Okay, and one more time, why is the climate important? No, so you're saying that the cars themselves, because they're emitting, is that the...
That's how we say it.
Yeah, that is how you
We're
say
trying
it.
to make a change.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So there is a connection between needing to park and cars shitting out gas.
I think people don't really. We've just been so ingrained by cars. I think the term is car-brained. That when you walk down the street and you see both sides of the street completely, ass to ankles cars, and you're like, it sort of seems normal because that's all we've ever known. But in reality, that's free city-owned space that we are letting cars have for free. And that's space that we all, technically, as residents of New York City, except for you fucking New Jersey. No, I'm just joking. We can choose how we allocate our space. And right now, we're giving it to more wealthy people who own cars in the city to park their park their cars. And it's just like it's a psychological thing that we need to break. And then it also becomes like a land use problem and a climate change, an emitting
Thank
problem.
you, yes, please use the correct term.
Presumably, if there were just there's less parking available, fewer spots, maybe like we'd have fewer cars, right? That's part of the argument.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. Or just the roads would be packed with people who's like, where do I park? It would be an incredible 2 days, I think.
So, I mean, we talked about this a little bit in the monologue, but, you guys are talking about how parking is mostly free in New York, outside of some metered spots, and there has been a push to get parking permitted in some places. Where do you two land on that issue?
I mean, the permit is kind of tough. So there's roughly 3 million public parking spaces in New York. About 80,000 are metered, so like 2.5%. And so, it's a very, very small chunk that are paid for. I think people have become accustomed to that. So when you bring in permitting, if you're going to buy or pay for a parking space in New York, you're probably going to pay $300, $500, maybe even $1,000 a month.
Pocket change.
There's a single parking space in Park Slope that's sold for $250,000, and they're still paying $500 a month for the services with the parking space. So when you bring in permitting, you need to look at the real cost and what it actually costs for parking. If you charge, say, $100 for a year, which seems like a lot when everything is free, you're sort of saying this is worth $100, and people are maybe upset at first, but then they accept that parking is worth $100 a year. But it's not. Like, that's not the real cost. And so the danger with permitting is that you go in at a low cost, and everyone is sort of then feeling that they're entitled to this parking because they're paying for it, but they're paying nothing remotely close to what the actual cost is.
So how much should a parking spot in New York cost, in your opinion?
Well, it's like 250 to 300 or 400 square feet. So I have a 500 square foot apartment.
Oh, wow, hey, whoa, good for you.
Something like $3,800 a month for.
Whoa.
So like, I think that's not a bad idea. I mean,
You think a parking spot in New York should cost $1 million a year?
Yes!
This is not, now we're fighting. Now we're having an argument.
Now, I gotta say, $1 million to you.
It's nothing.
Thank you very much.
It's nothing.
So pick a flag here, Robert
Well,
Moses.
you know, I know to some people that might be a lot of money.
Oh, you know that. So
And
you have
I
empathy.
think people should be able to park their cars wherever they wish. We talked about getting a car on stage tonight. But that wasn't really in the cards, as it will. I mean, do you think there is a fundamental problem with the parking system in New York currently?
Yeah, I think there's a fundamental problem with parking the country over. Like, I think we just do not accurately price parking, and that's the fundamental problem. And New York City is like an incredible, dense urban area that could be so much easier to walk in and have better services and better public transportation, but we're like giving these critical arteries in the city over to the parked car, which is going to basically sit stationary for 98% of its day, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of New York, if you have old buildings, you're ending up with the same roadway that you had before cars existed. And so, you know, there's multiple terms parking was used for, but one of them in DC, they were trying to overhaul the use of the street space between houses, and they came up with the term parking to install parks in the street, essentially. So you'd have like sidewalk, park area, carriage area in the middle, and then another park area, another sidewalk. So the area where the cars are, that was parking, but it's a park.
Right.
And so that's sort of what we've given up.
That's a great trivia for everyone out here, that's where the term parking comes from a park, like a grassy park.
Yeah,
So
and then people just used to put their cars on them. I mean, you couldn't overnight park in New York City until the 1950s.
Right.
So they were parking cars, but you couldn't do it for more than 3 hours in the middle of the night. So they were supposed to the assumption is that it's private. Disgusting.
Yeah.
The assumption that it's private cars, private parking, and then over time people just, cars overtook the city, and there was uproar over where are we going to put all these things, they're so expensive, and then you end up with public parking we have now, but that was not the norm when cars came around.
I will say the 3-hour parking law, in my opinion, was the worst law on the books in the 1950s. Now, I also was wondering what you were saying about parking. Is that why we drive on a
Fucking
parkway
don't.
but park on a driveway?
That is not written down for good reason, folks. I just want to clarify that Matt and I weren't like, Robert Moses, can we please come on your show and yell at you about parking for 45 minutes? But I'm so thrilled to get to do it because I can tell that you guys are into this, and I really do appreciate it, honestly. So thank you guys so much for being into parking.
Yeah, that's not exactly how I remember it. I remember, I think you called me in tears. You said,
We
"Please."
weren't crying, but we
something else.
That was
It's
just
about
something else.
Yeah. You were like, my YouTube channel's dying. I need the Robert Moses boost. That's what I remember. Now, I do have some questions about sort of the minutia of parking here, like things like alternate side parking. Is that just an excuse to hand out tickets, or does that actually do anything?
I think it probably is an excuse to hand out tickets. I actually don't know the psychology of who put that in place in the first place, but it certainly, when I was doing alternate side parking, I certainly did think that, like, when I find the person who invented this, I will murder them in cold blood. But I don't know. Do you have a...
No, I have no idea.
Great. Good.
It does create a fair amount of emissions, right? Like, the people in a lot of neighborhoods basically just, like, circle while street cleaning's going on so they can repark. Or they go and they move over one lane and they just sit there with their car running and then they just move back. So even, like, the goal, which is to clean the street, I guess.
My street's dirty as
which
hell.
is nice.
That's
nice. It's a nice goal. It's a nice goal, but like it does add to the emissions of private vehicles in the city.
For sure, I think it's just sort of like a reasonable maintenance. Like the city is maintaining public space for private cars, right? So you're having people that need this space to put their car somewhere. If you had the same amount of cars and you didn't have public space, they'd have to put it somewhere. But the city gives away that space, but then they have to maintain it. It's still the city running it. So in terms of like cleaning the street, that is on the city, right? And so we just all pay for that, even though it's for private infrastructure. So it'd be the same as if like you then just took the sidewalks and put cars up on the sidewalks. Like the city's gonna have to deal with that. We've just gotten so used to giving the space away that we deal with the strangeness of giving this like, you know, public car space or private car space to, or public space to private car owners.
Well, look, I famously think cars deserve the best treatment possible. I did literally take away a lot of the coastline here in New York, a lot of the river line, and built highways there so that people used to be able to live near the water. Well, because of me, that doesn't happen. That's a real thing. So you're welcome to the cars. Now, well, speaking of idling, and we are talking about emissions, and you were on our first show, which is about congestion pricing, so it has been over, almost like a year and a half of congestion pricing. So that maybe we talk about that a little bit. I mean, in your opinions, has it been successful?
Yeah, I think it's just mathematically, it was always going to be successful. It was just like, we're going to just do 101 supply and demand, and we're going to charge cars a little more to drive into the most congested roads in all of America. And we did it. We charged them, and it made $560 million. And it. Thank you. I
mean, we love tolls.
I actually have way more liquid soap in my pocket.
Wait, where did you come from a hospital? Why do you have so much liquid soap?
What, do you want my life story, man? Yeah, I got liquid soap in my pocket, and I got a lot of bags of it, and I got to move them.
So you had an argument with someone in the park.
That's right.
Loaded your pocket.
He tried to wash them. They freak out.
Yeah. So I guess the theory in congestion pricing is that it would help with emissions and keep cars out of Manhattan. I guess that has been proven true. Do you think there is room to go even further with that policy?
Yeah, I mean, the goal of congestion pricing, which I think is like, in my opinion, was not. I think there's some challenges of how it's rolled out in New York. And so what you want is a transformation of society, right? So we've built this system where everyone can have their cars, and we subsidize roads, we subsidize parking, we have all this stuff that's given away for free, and it makes it a really good deal to drive. And so a lot of people drive because of that. But with congestion pricing, you're starting to more accurately price the infrastructure and the space that's used. And so then less people are going to drive, but you do want to replace that with something that works for people instead of driving. Right. So you want to have better buses, better subways, more walkability. You want to take back some of that parking space that was given away, or some of that road space that was given away. And so I think the challenge for New York is, so it's been good. There's like 10% less cars entering the congestion zone. Bus and subway ridership is up 10%. So there's a lot of good things, but you want to move to phase 2, which is establishing a new normal for New York City. And that's where probably congestion pricing is rolled out to fund the changes to the subway. And that is like leaves a gap where you have this change in the pricing of driving into the zone, but you're waiting on the money to improve the subway and improve the infrastructure. So there's just a little bit of like a turn versus like London, where they're like, day one, more buses are on the road. Day one, they're making improvements to the system, and so they're more meeting that gap earlier. New York is going to have a little gap for a little bit, and we all have to sort of demand that the money is used well to make the subway better, so we reach a new normal.
Well, you know, you can't compare. All right, yeah. Sure. You're not giving me applause. Now look, how can we compare our roadways to London? They drive on the other side. Not written down.
That was really good. Write that down.
Thank you.
Keep it.
Say it every show. They love it.
Keep it.
So there has been a push. I mean, what you were saying leads into this next question. There has been a push by Upper Manhattan City Council member Mark Levine to pilot again. He is piloting the residential parking permits. Yes, borough president. Excuse me. And more people are parking in neighborhoods just above the congestion zone and getting on the train. Now, they have no hard evidence of this, but it makes complete sense to save $3 and spend an extra hour of your day commuting. Do you think this claim has any legs?
I think probably the people who are doing that are the same people
who were in the diner that Kathy Hochul was talking to when they're just like, I want to drive my car from New Jersey to Times Square to eat at a diner for lunch. And it's like, did you really talk to that person, Kathy Hochul?
Those people exist. That's a normal American. Who doesn't want to do exactly that? You're driving into Manhattan, beautiful Manhattan. You're going to the best place in the world, Times Square.
Now, I think it was also announced this week, a new effort, right? Something like the Department of Curb Management.
Curb management,
right?
yes.
Could you tell people a little bit about, like, what curb management might mean, if that's actually something we focus on?
Sure. Yeah, so basically, I guess part of Shakira law is curb management, so...
I'm sorry. Did you say Shakira law?
Yeah, you can't...
Yeah.
I think Shakira law is that hips must always tell the truth.
I have never seen that man's hips tell a lie, Robert Moses.
I think you might be talking about Sharia law.
I think I would pronounce it Sharia if I wasn't doing a hilarious joke where I said Shakira.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Remember, we talked about this backstage. If you're doing a joke, pull on your ear.
Anyway, as part of that, Zoran started the Department of Curb Management, which is just like step one to looking at how we utilize the curbs a little bit better, which is like, oh, could we maybe go back to covered dining, what do we call them?
Outdoor dining?
Outdoor dining.
Outdoor dining?
Covered dining.
Curbside
I mean,
Sorry, I really fucked that up for cool applause, so thank you very much. I appreciate that.
The
You're
dining space thing
carrying
is
me.
crazy because I mean the curb management stuff. It's like this is city space. You have to manage it.
Yep.
You have to manage it. And you have to figure out what you want to do with it. What is the best use of this space? It is our space. It's the city space. And so the office is just looking at what they're going to do with it. I don't know what they're going to do, but even just investigating it makes a ton of sense because it's a ridiculous amount of space.
Yeah.
So when you look at like dining, outdoor dining, that's 9,000 parking spaces out of 3 million.
That's too many.
And that's uproar, right?
That's too many,
Yeah.
too many. I will park my car in your appetizers.
Yeah.
I will not be afraid to do that.
There's
So-
like 6,300 miles of curb space in New York City. Like it's like it just crisscrosses and builds up so many miles. And like, how do we use that to make delivery safe and do proper trash management and trash disposal, and also be able to eat at the Five Guys outside by the trash cans.
The Five Guys, they have a great outdoor dining area at Five Guys. They throw peanuts on the ground.
But I feel like for some of this stuff, it's like it's looked at as progressive, which is kind of insane because like this is a huge amount of space. You want someone to manage it thoughtfully.
Yeah.
Like that's not really that progressive. That's completely irrational.
Well, I will also say this also leads into, you get resistance over things like universal daylighting, which Gersh Kunstman talked about.
Gersh! Give it up for Gersh! You got Gersh!
Nelson, get out of here! Nelson, get out of here. He'll take any applause. Yes, it seems like any time you want to give up any sort of parking spaces, there is resistance here in New York.
Which, I mean, honestly makes sense. Like, if you are used to not paying anything for something, and then you have to suddenly pay for it, you're gonna freak the fuck out. And it's everybody does it. It's psychological. I totally understand it. It's just one of the things we have to just take in the teeth to make a better city.
Quick question. Do you own a car?
I do own a car.
Oh! Wow!
It's a plug-in hybrid Toyota Prius.
Oh, okay.
But it runs on blood.
Where do you park?
I pay for parking.
Wow.
Okay, the crowd's back on his
$400
side.
a month. That's the most confused reaction. The crowd is, they're like, how do I should feel something about this. I know that.
Rollie, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that answer.
I know. I desperately want to get rid of it. My fiance won't let me.
Well.
And she is the boss.
Well, I guess she is the boss when she's Greta Thunberg. All right.
Yes!
Yes!
Also-
Yes!
That's why you write them down, folks.
From downtown!
So you can remember them for later.
So we do have
Perfect.
a call. We do have a thing we do on the show every month, a call to action. You guys suggested bringing some awareness to something called the Parking Reform Network, which is right here. Some of you people already know about. If you guys maybe want to just do the elevator pitch on this.
I think this QR code speaks for itself, you know?
QR code speaks for itself. This is, they support activists and professionals working in any discipline or policy area impacted by car parking. It literally says that right there. So yeah, you guys might want to check this out. If
you can donate, you can subscribe to their newsletter,
Yes.
do anything to support them, really. Check out what they're doing.
Yes, if you love to hug a tree, give this website a hug. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to transition into our game.
Yeah.
And our game tonight is called High or Low. And this is how the game works. We're going to have an audience member come up. They're going to play against our two experts here. I am going to ask these two experts a question. They're going to answer it, and the audience member will have to guess if their answer is either too high or too low. It's like Card Sharks. It's also like Beat the Geeks. If you watch the short-lived Comedy Central game show, Beat the Geeks. Now, we do need... Do you want to grab us a volunteer?
Could you do it? Because I'm going to run this.
Could you do
Wow! Okay! Someone's getting a little big for their britches. Do we have a volunteer? Does anyone want to come up and play? It's very easy, and you'll win a prize. Do we have a
It's
volunteer
just
right
like
there? I
Beat
see,
the
please.
Geeks.
I see a hand up. Please, please,
Don't
please,
be
come
nervous.
up. Come up. Make your way. Yeah, come through here. Come through the green room. Thank you very much. Come up on stage. What is? You can come over here. Come over here. What is your name, sir? Jacob, everybody. Very brave, Jacob. Thank you very much for coming up. So what is the first question for our experts?
Can we get the screen up?
Sorry.
I think we got to give it a
Jacob,
moment.
if we collude, we could both win this thing.
I'm in for it.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Give me a second.
I mean, I could just ask them.
Yeah, you could just ask.
So our first
do you
question.
Do you have them?
Is this the first one?
Yeah.
Great. Our first question is, and I realize now that you might have mentioned this during our interview.
Several times.
How many street parking spaces are there in New York City?
I mean, we could be wrong.
It's up to you.
Do you have an exact number? How close to how many
It's a
significant
ballpark.
figures?
It's
do you
It's a
have?
ballpark, but I do remember the exact number, so I can make this more exact, to be honest with you.
You just write down Greta Thunberg. All right. I guess three
I mean,
million.
yeah, I think it's around 3 million.
You think it's around 3 million. Do you think they're too high or too low?
3 million?
Yeah.
Too low.
Too low. Well, they are in fact a little too high. Because the number I found was 2.940.
Blaze it.
So you are a little bit off, but I think we do have
You got some Climate Town stickers coming your way.
Some consolation prize.
No
Climate
matter
Town
what.
stickers. Thank you very much. Wonderful.
We did not intend to give this away.
They hate
That
giving away
sucks.
stickers. Do we have another volunteer? Yes, back there, right there. Oh, come on up. Oh, yes. Please come on up. Come right here. And what is your name? Kelly, everybody. Very brave, Kelly. All right. This is the next one?
Yeah.
Great. Kelly, thank you for sharing the stage appropriately. So for you two, how many private cars are there in New York City?
Can we say it at the same time?
Yeah.
Do you guys know this number too?
2.2 million.
Oh, 2.2 million?
Oh,
I think it's 2.2.
there's a
It might be
disagreement.
2.2. Let's go with 2.2 and then you can-
2.2 million.
Okay. So I'm going to add a third category to this game, which is too high, too low, or exactly correct. Exactly correct!
There we go.
Wait, no,
Kelly.
Kelly. You win a prize. What does she win?
You win Mia Burns' album, Rhinestone Tomboy, on vinyl.
Now you go back to your seats. Yes, we made the assumption that everyone in the audience had a vinyl record player. We have one more?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
need one more. Brave, I see you right there. Sorry, I saw a hand really fast. Yes, please. I love that we're volunteering. Thank you so much. Come up on stage. What is your name? Emily, everybody. Is this the one we have?
That's wrong. I looked that up. That's
Okay.
definitely not true.
What about this?
Let's do this one.
Let's do this one. Great. Okay. In 2025,
Heard of it?
how much money did the city make from parking tickets? Oh, well. Looks like we might just beat the geeks.
Is it like 600 million or something?
Just parking tickets. I need an answer.
I'm gonna
Geeks.
say
Yeah, let's go with that. 600 million.
600 million. Do you think that is too low or too high?
Too high.
It is, in fact, too low. The number I have is 945 million.
Ooh.
But let's give her a good prize anyway.
Yeah, you get a beautiful Metro card poster.
You get a Metro card poster. Emily, everybody. Thank you so much.
Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our wonderful guests, Rollie Williams and Matt Nelson.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wait,
Thank you.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Wait, what's happening?
Fellas,
Okay. So your third Drivey brother?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'll use both the mics. Yes, it's me, Boogie Drivey.
Okay. And you're the British driver?
Yeah.
You're my British chauffeur?
It's a little bit hard, you know, you guys are on the wrong side of the road. But we're having trouble parking all the cars.
What do you mean? Well, where are all my other drivers?
Come on in, boys.
Yes, I have a lot of cars and a lot of drivers. So what's going on? Why haven't you been able to park?
Well, we decided to come up with a song to explain it instead of saying it.
No song! All my drivers, everybody! All my drivers! All right, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We are going to throw it once again to our wonderful musical guest in the library. Please welcome for another song, Mia Bird!
I wasn't expecting that. It's good to be short, so I'm like trying to crunch this freaking mint I have in my mouth. Raise your hand if you own or are a weighted blanket. Okay, this song's for you. It's called Weigh Me Down. So alone at home in this cold bed. Light doesn't shine without you by my side. It's hard to rest. Sometimes my thoughts run too fast, and my dreams don't last. Sometimes I feel like I'm too high off the ground. Weigh me down. Weigh me down. Weigh me down. Weigh me down. This night is so long, how can I go on, awake in this quiet? I imagine you here, I lose my fear, for a moment I'm fine. Sometimes my head gets lost, and all of my thoughts are confessions. Worry I'm too high to be found. Weigh me down. Weigh me down. Weigh me down. I want to be held by your pressure. 'Cause I worry how far I could go out. Weigh me down, 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 weigh me down. Thank you.
Yeah, go.
Mia Byrne, everybody! Thank you very much. Mia Byrne, she's selling albums. You can also find them online.
Oh, yeah.
So please, check out her stuff. We want to thank everyone who was in the show tonight. We want to thank Chet Siegel. We want to thank all the Triborough Authority players, our wonderful guests, Rollie and Matt. Go check out Climate Town. It's, they have they're much more popular than this show. So they should be plugging us, to be honest. We will be back in May with our New York in Movies show, featuring Griffin Newman and David Sims from the Blank Check podcast. And maybe, can I say this? Should I say this?
It's a huge maybe, but
It's
go
a
for it.
huge maybe. But maybe someone from the Commissioner of Television and Films office in New York will also be on
Whatever
the
the actual name of that office is.
Whatever
yes.
the actual name of that office is, and they might not be here, not confirmed. But maybe, so please come
but
back.
If you scan this, you can get tickets to the show, but you can also find out information for Mia, for Climate Town, for all the guests that we had tonight available here.
Thank you all very much for coming out. Have a good night, and
Thank you,